Hi everyone, this is Honey, the fairy godmother of structure, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are actually just kind of going to be going over some really good things that I have had to implement in my home and kind of restructure to kind of create a good flow. This whole Rona thing, I don't want it to knock my household out of whack like it has done a few of my counterparts. And I've had my fair share of a week of like trying to get it together, and we're coming close. We're coming close. That homeschooling thing is still kind of new to me, but I am definitely actually just say reconfiguring some things in the home. I will go just kind of run down a list of things that we actually did in the house to help bring about some alignment, I guess, of better words, for the household. One huge thing that I actually did this week, I kind of went through the house and saw what the boys needed, because sometimes it could be a challenge. Everyone is home. The emotions can get kind of high right now. The kids, they're kind of, I don't think a lot of us realize this, but some of them are kind of worried about what's going on. My youngest son, he actually pays attention to what's going on in the world, and it kind of gets to him sometimes. So, we try to sit down and talk it out with him. But my oldest, all he wants to do is play the video game. So I'm pretty sure most of you can relate to that. But one thing we all did agree on this past week, we put some charts up in the house. We had a few up before, but they actually are working. And I actually will drop some links because I did a blog post on those, and I'll be dropping it this week. Just kind of talking about some of the charts and some of the freebies that I've been giving out to other moms as well. Um, I've just been helping them get some clarity. Like when you get up in the morning, this is your morning routine. This is what you're supposed to be doing during the day. They know when lunch is now. I think on the chart, I gotta look back at it. I think we moved it to 12:30. So 12:30 is our lunch time. So from 12:30 to 2, we have an hour and a half lunch. That gives us time to, you know, kind of go ahead and eat if I want to make a hot meal for them. Just give them a little break in the middle of the day. We also scheduled in recess. So, I want to show you that, your children, just like we are out of whack with everything, they are too. They need us to put down the Stella Rosa for my moms that are walking around sipping wine all day. Put down the Stella Rosa and just kind of connect with them. Like I said, y'all know I am a 9 to 5 entrepreneur, and with going to work, sometimes you don't realize how much the teachers did for them, or actually engage with them, because they're actually still wanting that same type of interaction here at home. So it is very important for us as the parents to make sure that we're paying attention to them. We are looking like to say, hey, what are some extra things we can do to make this easier on them as well? So, like I said, I put up a chart on each of their doors. It just has their chores and things that they have to do, has their schedule. The one big one that we came up together, me, my husband, the whole family got together. Even Penny was somewhere. Penny was kind of lurking around when we talked about food as well. We came up with the menu. I think that's very important for you to create some kind of a menu for your household, because right now, it's essential. We usually complain about not having time to do things. We have more than enough time right now to do your honey-do list that's around the house. To sit down and make a bill chart so you can budget your finances. And like I said, you can meal prep. If you're trying to lose weight, everyone's online right now. So just put the question out there and say, hey, who can help me do this? And I'm pretty sure somebody will answer. Um, so like I said, with creating the actual meal calendar that we have, I'm able to do a couple of different things with this. And let me tell you how that worked. And it really tied in good with us. With my husband, a lot of you know he does work back shift and he's working longer hours now because of this stuff here. Um, I'm able to see how to structure out his lunch so he's not having to buy fast food or anything like that, and risk getting Rona. And then, the kids, they're excited because now they know what they're going to be eating each day. They know what's for lunch, they know what's going to be for dinner. And it helps me too as mommy mode because, I have to service you, my clients, that hire me to do different things, it gives me time when I have my meals planned out. I know, okay, I'm going to do a lot of my cooking on these 2 or 3 days here. These other days, I have free time where I can actually service my clients. Um, so that actually does help out a lot by us having a clearly defined meal plan that we can eat from. Another thing, too, it also helps keep that waistline slim because I don't want to end up like they say, what is it, freshman 15 when you're in college? We don't want the Rona 30. I mean, I want you to think about that. You have your freshman 15, but when you're an adult and those pounds add up really quickly, and it'll end up being Rona 30, and you're looking at your jeans saying, oh my gosh, like I really am not the same size I was 2 months ago. So I think that's vital as well for creating that. So again, just to kind of reiterate for those that maybe are caught this in the middle due to, whatever, just kind of, go over like we had the schedule of what they're supposed to be doing when. We have like the meal plan and everything going on so they know when they're going to eat. And this third one here is a really big one as well. This is recess. Recess can mean a few different things. We can call it recess and meditation. We can call it coffee break. We can call it kids get out my way. Whatever you need to call this time of the day, it is yours. It is theirs. Please try to make sure that you're keeping your kids and things active during this time frame. One thing I can say is with us having a dog, it's a little easier for us to stay active in the home because somebody has to take Penny out to go pee and poop. So, somebody has to get out there and actually get some clothes on and, go ahead and walk her out and make sure she's, taken care of for the day as well. So you have to think about that. We're all in these homes right now, we're on our devices. How many steps are we getting in? Like, it's different when you have to walk to your car, then from your car to the office, and then from the office, you're walking around to your copier, your coworkers, you're going to lunch, you're doing all these different things, and now we don't have that. So how many of us used to hit, say, 8,000, 10,000, 12 or 15,000 steps a day, and now you're like, OMG, I'm barely hitting 500, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of scary because I was actually working on my own steps before, all this happened here. So I just want to make sure that we are keeping that part, kind of aligned as well. It's easy to get sucked up into the kids, your new role as this work, no, let me rewind this back. Your new role as their teacher, because you're now home, indirectly, you're homeschooling your kids until their official summer break is given and they're able to just raid your fridge. Another video for that. But, until then, you are actually being their teacher. When they need a question, they're going to send it through webinar or email, but you're there. They're going to be asking you for help. It's really easy to get sidetracked with that. Then, like I said, I have a 9 to 5 where I'm actually working from home. So somehow, some way, we're having to integrate all of this together. You're still trying to, you're playing the cafeteria lady now because you're having to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. For those of us that work 9 to 5, we may have just been getting by with making a really big dinner and making sure we had leftovers. No. Some mornings I am getting up making a hot breakfast and I'm turning around making a quick lunch, and then we have dinner. I mean, come on, the lonely lady in the castle, so I have to feed my men. So, I truly sympathize with those that do have bigger crews than I have because you already knew the challenges before the Rona got here. I can only imagine what they are now. So like I said, this video is just pretty much, I want to make sure I'm helping keep you aligned on track with some of the things with your kids being home. And this is probably going to be, I'm not going to call this like a Rona series, but this is going to be I guess the good name for this would be the Work From Home series. Work from home. I'll figure out some kind of little creative name and you'll see it. Of course, it'll probably end up being actually on the little image there, the cover photo. But like I said, we will be going over a few other things to kind of help you adjust. Like in the previous video, and gosh, Brian did my computer just in time. So if you want to go see the install of my actual dual monitor stand mount that he connected to my desk, That's in one of our previous videos as well. Yeah, like I said, we just want to make sure that you are staying on track. You know, you got your schedule for your kids, you got the meal plan and things kind of set up, and you want to make sure you're doing recess. But even with recess, that's part of being active. The last point that I really want to drive home, and that's because mental illness is really near and dear to my heart. I know people that suffer from them, and I really care about them. I want to make sure that not only are you doing all those other things, but make sure that you're scheduling some time for yourself to keep your mind right during this time frame, because it can get very chaotic and it can be easy to kind of slip off sidetrack. So, you know, right now I'm just going to challenge everyone that's actually watching this video. Please go check on your peeps. You know, this is not the time to send text messages unless you just know that person's like that. Or maybe if you want to send a text first, kind of like as a nudge to them, like, hey, I'm going to be calling you because that's just how I am. People know if I text you, I'm usually going to call you within a day or so. So, yeah. But like I said, just kind of wanted, you know, drive those things home, you know, focusing on those particular areas. Don't get overwhelmed with homeschooling your kids right now. We're in this together. And I guess the big thing, too, just to think about is making sure that you ask for help. So, guys, like I said, I'm not going to hold you long. I will be bringing about some other tips and things, like I said, probably in the next video that I'll do, because I'm actually working on some graphics now for a client. I will be getting some templates together to drop on my Facebook like page. So if you want to look for that, the link will be in the comments, will be in the description. You will be able to see how I do it. How do I keep structure in my home while dealing with so much chaos? So yeah. Well, guys, like I said, I am out of here. You get back to being great. Get back to being the amazing person that you are. And I just want to make sure that I thank you for watching my channel and watching this video. So again, do not forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. And hit that bell, you know, so that way you can get your notifications when I have a new video dropping. All right, y'all. Honey's out.